So next video will be the next installment for Our Enemy, My Friend, The Diary of Emma Sheldrake. The last video I did, the nonsense rhyme from Real Keen Baked Bean, was the last one for that book. So that is one I have completed, making progress. But for the next installment of Our Enemy, My Friend, it's Sunday the 21st of March, Harvest Festival. The Harvest Festival is one of my favourite church events. After the service, when everyone went out to the Ring of Oaks for the festival lunch, I stayed behind to have another look at the produce displayed in the church. The freshly dug potatoes, turnips and carrots had a rich earthy smell, and I loved the baskets of green grapes and the shiny red apples. They seemed to be more than ever this year. Then there were the corn husk dolls that Uncle Hans the toy maker makes every year. He must have brought them up last night because I didn't see them yesterday when I was helping the setting up. Then I remembered I was supposed to be looking after the Watson girls while their mother did mother's official duties at the luncheon. I ran through the crowd looking for Mrs. Watson and Clara and Marianne. When I found them, Mrs. Watson was warning them not to eat more than one cream cake each or they would be sick. I took them to where the food was set out. There were salads, cold meat, sandwiches and asparagus rolls. But of course, the girls made straight for the cream cakes. I was wondering what to do with them when I spotted John and Pete's younger brother Mick getting ready to go out on their raft on Willow Creek. I decided we'd go too. Anything to get the girls away from the cream cakes. The boys' raft is made of slats of wood tied onto kerosene tins to keep it afloat. We all clambered aboard and everything was fun until John and Mick poled the raft towards the middle of the creek where the water was flowing faster. The raft lurched forward, swirling around in the current. The Watson girls, giggling, quickly turned into screams of terror. The raft lifted, gathering speed. I grabbed at them, but I was too late. They both fell into the water, kicking and screaming. I panicked, jumped in and grabbed the back of Clara's dress. The current was strong, but the water wasn't deep, so I hauled her to her feet. John was holding Marianne by her long plaits. He dragged her aboard and slapped her on the back to make her cough up the water she had swallowed. Then the boys poled across to Clara and me and got us back on board too. All the way back to the shore the girls whinged and wailed. I took them back to Mrs. Watson looking like two drowned rats. Mrs. Watson was furious. She said I was irresponsible to take the girls out on a raft when I was supposed to be looking after them. I wasn't very popular. I looked around for Hannah Law, but the Wagners weren't at the festival. Neither were the Schmidts or the Brewers. They'd been in church but must have gone home straight after the service. I noticed the Schultzes, the Bergmeyers and the Moles were sitting in a group away from the other villagers. Nobody else was talking to them. So that's the next installment in Our Enemy, My Friend, and I hope you're enjoying these.